Jack, we survived another one. 44 for me. I keep thinking that at this stage of the game it's going to require major pharmaceuticals in the future because, boy, I'm in a total blur right now. How about you?
Same, but a lot of it is just the tired of the week, but sensory overload. I mean, just everywhere you look, there was just another interesting airplane, something going overhead, a workshop that was going on. So it's just a wonderful, wonderful way to be worn out.
Let's talk 2017. What's the big deal?
It's funny. We start the planning process tomorrow. We'll be sitting down as a team and we'll start drawing up the list of what are the significant anniversaries, what unique airplanes can we get here. 80th anniversary of the Piper Cub, we get that identified, and then we'll go to the drawing board, and probably by the end of this week, we'll have kind of a rough outline of where we want to go. What I really want to see, I want to get back to seeing some of the commercial, innovative space activity. It's been a long time, and I'd like to see something from Virgin or some of that coming back here. And then I hope next year, Burt Rutan will have the Skeagle here. Couldn't make it this year for personal reasons, but it'll be on display next year, I hope.
Oshkosh has become a center of innovation. You and I are talking about projects to push that further on down the line, but there is a spirit here that you just don't see anyplace else, because not only is innovation accepted and promoted, it's almost established as part of our DNA. How do we take that and improve upon it?
As you mentioned, it is in our DNA. We all come here to see what is that next new airplane or system or design, the electric powered stuff. I think that we just have to push to say, how do we get this stuff commercialized? I mean, it's incubator stage stuff here, and how can we help put the underpinnings to make that happen? And I think we have a project this year, you and I do, to spend the year figuring out how do we create forums to cultivate that and kind of reinvigorate it, like, X prizes, if you will. So that's going to be a big year in working on that.
Final question, your favorites. What really spoke to you this year?
I think probably three things. I think the World War I aircraft, because I have such an attachment to that, because my father was so actively involved in crossing Cockade in Southern California, and all of a sudden all the World War I guys were dead and there was no, that just went away. The Snowbirds and Mars, going in, I knew the big hype and the big buildup, but that show the Snowbirds put on yesterday was unbelievable, was really incredible. And then the Mars, it's a legend that's going away, and so to be able to see those two, that was a big highlight. Home building, I'll tell you, Paul, thank you. This is what's holding up general aviation. The increase we saw here and the number of people who are really understanding that they can go build an airplane is keeping aviation alive.
Well, get to work, Guy. There's a whole new convention to plan. We look forward to seeing you. And more important than anything else, one of the reasons I've emphasized the 44 I've done is just that every year it's never been enough. You get to the end and, I could use a few more days to see this and this and this. And I'm continually amazed. It's nearly a year of my life has been spent here, and it's not been time wasted.
It hasn't. Tonight, I'm going to put my feet up, and tomorrow back in the helm and working on 2017 and working on everything for our members during the year.
Aero-TV is brought to you by...
Are you stall smart? Ever since Orville and Wilbur took to the skies, pilots have been taught that the more airspeed you have, the better off you are. But over the last 100 plus years, we've learned that's not always the case. Take stalls, for example. The common belief is that if you have sufficient airspeed, the aircraft won't stall. The fact is, an airfoil always stalls at the same critical angle of attack in relation to the relative airflow, regardless of airspeed, configuration, or weight. Learn more at aspenavionics.com.